Did you know that figs are one of the most important foods you can eat? Hi, I'm Annette Reeder, the biblical nutritionist. Figs are a food that we often forget about, but yet it's so powerful in our health. Let me share with you why. Figs nutritionally can nourish and satisfy your cells. The fiber content in figs helps to balance blood sugar and promote satiety. That means it's important for everyone in all ages. Figs also are very key in helping to prevent diabetes. This is why even our children should be eating figs as a favorite snack. Figs can also, they have some calcium in there. In fact, they have a large amount of calcium that helps to build strong bones in children. And for the older people, it helps to sustain, let me see if I can say that right, sustain bone density in adults. Now that's all ages. So if your bone density and strong bones in your children is of importance to you, then we need to add a few figs into your diet. Now figs do more than that though. Figs have a potassium level that helps to control blood pressure. A lot of people out there are dealing with high blood pressure, and yet we could add some figs into our diet, a food that God designed to help protect us, and we would reap the benefit of that. But that's not the key thing I want to share with you today. Figs have an iron content in them that helps to prevent anemia. In fact, they are the perfect food for pregnancy. So if that's you or someone you know who's pregnant or thinking about being pregnant, you might want to share with them the value of figs and how to add them into your diet. Now figs have more. There's more to come. They even have a high B6 content. Now I'll give you a second to think about that. What is B6 good for? Do you remember? Well, B6 is good for your memory. Yes, and it actually also helps to reduce stress, especially if you're losing your memory. So anyway, that's just many of the things that figs are good for, but yet I'm not telling you everything. You're just going to have to go and enjoy them, and your body will recognize the value of figs as soon as you start eating them. As I think about these details, I wish I could just go back 20 or 30 years and add figs into my diet. It was a food I never knew to eat. I never even thought of, and it just didn't seem as good as the cookies that I was consuming. Well, I just want to share with you, there are ways to add figs into your diet. And I have a package here. You can get them depending on the season. They're more prevalent in the grocery store during the winter months. So November, December, January, February, that's when you're going to find them the most. You'll find them dried, you'll find them packaged. You could put them into anything. You could put them on top of a salad. You could add them into your oatmeal. In fact, we focused on figs a couple years ago on Facebook, and we did several different recipes. We did fig spaghetti. That was interesting. I even made my own blueberry fig Newtons. Kind of a lot of work, but the taste, the flavor was amazing. And then we also made an apple fig crumble. So we still have these recipes put together for you. They're on our website, designedhealthyliving.com, in the recipe section, just a free downloads. Go and enjoy them. So you can find these figs, like I said, most of the time during the winter months, November through January. You might even have a fig tree growing in your yard. I know I do. In fact, I planted the tree because I wanted to have all of the 7 foods that are part of the 7 blessings that God said that this diet, the promised land diet is what I called it. I wanted to experience all of them firsthand in my own yard. And the first year I planted the fig tree, I had 2 figs and I was so excited. Well, I kept watching and waiting for it to get ripe. And sure enough, it was almost ripe, and I went out there and one of the figs were gone. I know Mr. Squirrel had already grabbed one. So I grabbed the other one, so at least I would get half of my produce. Anyway, the figs that you grow in your own yard, they're very plentiful, very bountiful. They just produce well. I live in Virginia, but they grow well all around the country. So let me encourage you, start your own fig tree and get these for yourself. So besides putting them on salads and all the different recipe ideas that you can do with figs, and I told you they're part of the promised land diet, the 7 foods with 7 blessings. It just shows how God cares about your body. He already put all of these nutrients in the figs so that you could benefit. His promises in that Promised Land diet go beyond the food. I'd like for you to check that out on my other video about the 7 foods and 7 blessings in the Promised Land diet. Until then, I'm Annette Reeder, the biblical nutritionist, and it's always my joy to be with you here and to share with you that it is my mission to keep you on mission. Thank you for joining us. Be sure and add your comments down below or wherever they're located, and also share with us your favorite ways to enjoy figs. Thank you very much.